Hi. Great.
Hi,
Okay.
Parimala.
Hi.
Hi, Manasvi.
Hey.
So it's actually good to see both of you. I was hoping that I'd meet you in person, but unfortunately, I'm not there for the premiere this week. But before we get started, I have here Keshav, who played the main character, and I hope I said your name right. Correct me if I completely butchered it. And then also Manasvi
No,
Sharma.
Parimala, you got it absolutely right.
Oh, thank you, and Manasvi Sharma. I've had a pleasure of actually meeting Keshav. I was just asking a few minutes ago, does he remember me? And obviously, he has a great memory. He remembers. So let's talk about this. Most of our audiences know about this incident that happened way back when, but they're not aware that there's a film that's about to be released that depicts that story. So without me telling them about the movie's name, I've already shared the movie's name. Without me telling them about the story of the movie, I want to talk and kind of direct this question to you, Keshav. Um, how did you land upon this character? How did Arun find you? And why did this movie interest you to cross the oceans from India to US and then film it? I mean, what was the compelling reason? It is a crime story, obviously. So tell me about that.
First off, thank you, Parimala, for doing this. And Mohana is here. Hi, Mohana.
Oh, hi.
Hi, guys.
Uh,
Hey, Mohana.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
yeah, so I think the journey of Saanvi started in 2024,
Hmm.
um, in about in the month of July, when Arun had reached out to me on multiple mediums, right? He had WhatsApp me, he had emailed me, and he had uh, Instagram messaged me. And he had texted me saying, I'm watching your film Girls Will Be Girls, which was my debut film in LA at the IFLA Film Festival, and I'm texting you right from the theater. I want to talk to you about a film that I'm doing, and I want you to play the lead in it. So I think I responded a day later, and then it started. We started talking about it, and then I was not confident because for me this was a very different um, a different character. Nobody had thought of me that way earlier.
Uh-huh.
Um, the film he was watching was where I was playing an 18-year-old. So for him to see me as a 26-year-old married man turn into a criminal I was like, did you watch the same film that I did, or was it something else? But yeah, so I told him that, let's do some kind of audition, and let me tape some things, let me read a few scenes, and you see if it's working out for you, then let's talk further. So one thing led to another. I shot about two, three scenes, and then uh, he was very excited about it. I did a look test. I went to a saloon nearby. I used his Raghu's real image and
Uh-huh.
got a very close look to that, and that kind of, I think, bowled him over, and he was like, "You are it. You have to do this."
But I
And
what I don't understand is you don't know Arun Kanda from anywhere, right? So what made you
I
feel
did,
like
I did.
so what was your interest in saying yes to him or even giving him time of your day?
No, I think in my life, what has always worked is just showing up
Uh,
and taking every chance and everything that first the gut questions that, oh shit, what if this is a scam? What if this is uh, I have no idea about this. But then, yeah, we used to have a lot of calls, and he was kind enough to assure me about a lot of things. And yeah,
that's how
I
your
watched
journey
his films,
started.
previous films. I asked them for links of his previous films, and then
Oh,
that's how it started. But yeah,
impressive.
definitely this character was something which is super challenging for me because there was simply no motivation, relevance, or inspirations from my personal life that I
Yeah.
could attach to this character.
Yeah, I hope not. I mean, there's he's a criminal. I mean, he's portrayed as a
Yeah.
criminal, so obviously it's hard to relate
But
to that.
what was the most enticing thing for me was how a very normal, if I can use that word, married man, a family man, turned into this double degree murderer, right? So that journey was what I was as an actor and as an artist. It really made me curious to explore that transformation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's, even though it seems not so normal, so many people go through that. And then I think that's important to convey that message as to how people, normal person, could end up in a situation like this without in a uh, just in a without even premeditating about it. Sometimes things just can happen. So I want to come back to you, but I want to also ask Manasvi. Hi, welcome. So, what was your role in this movie?
Hi, thank you for having me and thank you for doing this interview with us. What was my role in this movie? I played Raghu's wife, Komali.
Mhm.
Um, and again, like, like whatever, however, Raghu's action has impacted Komali in a way was kind of where my character was. So yeah, was that the question? Did I answer it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You did. My question was, what character did you play? Just so our audience know that, whether you were a wife or, like whatever the case might be, right? And
Yeah.
how did Arun approach you? What was your journey like?
Oh wow, that was very interesting. Like when that happened, I was actually auditioning a lot at that time, and I was going, and it was very sudden that I got this film. So I was going for an audition in New York, and suddenly I get a call from one of the producers. His name is Piyush, and then he got me in touch with Arun, and they wanted me to do audition for Komali. So I was like literally on the subway, and then I was like, maybe I should just like do this first and then go for the other audition. So I went back home and I auditioned for it, and it was very quick. Like by maybe end of the day or the next day, I got to hear from them. So the only context that I had for the audition was like the previous night I had received the script. I had gotten the script to read, and when I read it, I don't know, something happened. Like very rarely it happens. Like when you read something and you feel intensely about, like you can feel what a character must be going through. And the first thing that I thought of was for Komali,
Uh-huh.
since she is directly linked with Raghu. So I was literally traumatized reading the script. So I really wanted to be in it uh, that way. So yeah, that was first. We had some calls after that, and yeah, I was on board. I also got to know Kesha was in it. So that was another thing. I was also in New York. I think Girls Will Be Girls. There was a lot of talk about Girls Will Be Girls. So when I got to know Kesha was in it as well, so I was like, it could be a good team. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll wait for Mohana. But oh, there she is. Hi. um, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. And tell us your role in this movie. How did you land with this opportunity?
So kind of like all of you guys, actually, you guys had somebody contact you for an audition, as all actors want. We want more auditions and more opportunities to be who we are. My character is Lata, so I'm actually the mom who lost her kid. So it is a very challenging for sure, the role. So as any audition comes our way, I got it from my agents, my manager, and they were like, okay, hey, this is a role. So I just sent it in, as we all do, and we maybe hear back, maybe we don't, but sooner, towards the end of 2024, we ended up hearing back. And yeah, they wanted Arun wanted to meet me as a callback, so it was like very cool because he told me the story, and it was I didn't know it was a real story. He told me everything about it, and I was like, listen, Lata is a very important character. She is grieving. She is going through a loss. So we liked your audition and we want you to play her. So I was very, very happy to get the role, but I was a little scared because
Yeah.
you have to go somewhere as an actor, even on the day of the set, you have to go somewhere you've never been before. You have to relate to grieving mothers all around who are still searching for their child or still have hope, or I don't know. There's a lot of feelings that went through. So it was very, very cool. Arun explained everything so well and the story so well. It was so intriguing. I was like, every actor wants a role like this. So I was really happy, and I was really happy to meet these guys. They were really, really great to work with. So yeah, that was me.
How did you prepare for this role, right? And none of you, I would assume, have ever been in a situation like this. I mean, I hope not either. So, did you study some of these? Acting obviously is natural, but did you have to study the psyche part of someone who might be in that position to portray that, or was a director so prescriptive where he could kind of guide you inch by inch? What was that? Is it half research or half your acting, or is it the other third of it is Arun's direction?
Yeah, first of all, I just wanted to say that these two beautiful women, right? They're so talented. Manasvi has joined 2 days before the shoot. Uh, I, I, I'll definitely come back to your question very soon, but I just had to tell you
Yes.
this, that she has joined 2 days before the shoot. I was, in fact, reading with another girl, but that didn't work out. And then Manasvi came on board. And the way she has picked up the character just a few hours before technically the shoot started, it's incredible. And to play a character of that importance and complexity was something very incredible. And Mohana is, oh God, she has this magical shift when there's an action from a humorous self to this intense character, Lata, that she played, and then again cut, and then she's back to her humorous self. So that was just magic to watch, from behind the camera, how she just shifted, and then one moment she's crying, and then she's making others cry because she's cracking jokes.
Wow.
Yeah, and
That means
now
you can go in and out of
Parimala,
character really fast.
oh, very fast. Yeah, to answer your question, so Arun had given a free hand on how to approach the character. So like I said, since there was no real life based inspiration or motivation, which is how I had always worked in my earlier projects, that I used to pick things close to my personal life and then work on that, work on intentions. Um, but here, what I had to do was I had to understand the psyche of of uh, the person. And what really helped me was reading a lot about addiction, reading a lot about gambling, the
Oh,
causes of it, of how how the mind works of someone who's heavily into gambling. Um, I got some very interesting things out of it, which helped me mold my character. And then, of course, since this is a real life based story based, of course, it's cinema, so there is um, liberty taken. But what helped me was I kind of went deep into researching about him, about this entire case. So in fact,
yeah.
I found out a video of him, his confession video, that is there out there, which even
Yeah, I
Arun
saw
had
it
not seen.
too.
I had sent it to him, and he was surprised. Uh, so it was very chilling to see, as if him confessing the entire thing, as if he has witnessed the crime, and he's just talking about a third person's offense. So those really helped me. And then on Twitter, I found his friend who had posted his wedding picture with his then wife. So yeah, those research, reading, and all of it, I think, really helped me into forming this character and
I'll ask you.
constructing uh, these intentions.
I'll ask you a strange question. Um, did you like? Raghu as an actor, but obviously you
See,
studied him. What did you think of Raghu? Did you like him?
I think it was very important for me to not like him or dislike him, to
Mm.
not form an opinion about him, because that is not my job to do. My job is, as that character, is to play that life. So if I already judge him, if I like
Mm.
him, then I will probably play the character in such a way that you as an audience will like me, which I would do for any other film. I would
Hmm.
want to be liked as the lead of the film, but in this case, that's not doing justice to the story, right? So
Yeah.
again, if I follow the same thing the other way around, that if I don't like him, then I will play him in a way that you will also not like me from the first scene of the film, which is also a problem because this is the
Yeah.
transformation of a of a of a normal man to a criminal.
Yeah.
So it is one scene leads to another, and how this man is polluted uh, and circumstances, situations lead him to what he did, if that
So
makes sense. See,
yeah, it does.
there is of course a lot of theory that goes behind it, but only when you watch the film and if that performance really speaks to you in a certain way, does all of this make sense. Otherwise, this is just rubbish talks.
No,
It
I'm
has to
sure we
manifest
will all.
or
Yeah,
else,
I'm
or
sure we
else
will.
obviously.
It won two awards already, film awards. So I can't. I mean, the work
The real
itself
award
speaks.
comes from the audience. No,
Yes,
the
that
real
is
award
very.
always comes from the audience.
That is
And I have
true.
not watched the film yet, so I have no idea how it's looking.
Oh, you guys haven't seen the full edited version. Oh, okay, that's interesting.
No.
I will be the first. You know what? I was supposed to be there on Saturday, but obviously now I can't. But I will definitely let you know once I see my opinion.
Yeah.
So, Manasvi, you didn't know Keshav from before, besides knowing his name. How does that acclamation look like to involve yourself as a wife of him and try to get to know him as a person and also the character that he's playing?
Yeah, that's a good question. Um, I don't know. We were, it was, I think Keshav and I became good friends, and we discussed a lot. Spoke a lot before and after whenever we'll have our shoot going on. So that was one thing to just get acclimated to the set and also to the people around and Keshav. I didn't know Keshav from before, but he's so friendly, he's so open, he's so fun to be around. So that was one. It was very comfortable to just be yourself and also like be in the moment. When I was doing the scenes and like when we were shooting the film. And yeah, so it wasn't, I don't think so. There was any kind of hesitation or anything, first day, I didn't know him first day. It was just like, I could open up. That was just the energy that I felt
Uh,
around Keshav and around the team as well, that I could just like be myself and be open um, to whatever was happening. And also he was very calm and like helpful in a way. That in such a short time that if I was the part of the film, it became easier than to just be yeah to just be doing it.
That makes sense. I mean, I
Yeah.
can tell you, from Arun to I've seen him acting just for a few clips. I would say just few episodes, or not episode. Episode is not a good word. Just few scenes, and yeah, everyone looked approachable. Everyone looked busy. Like they were so methodical with the times to come in. They all knew their parts, from costumes to the makeup to the actors to the
Yeah,
lights, camera. Everyone knew their parts. I think that probably speaks a lot about the organization of the director and then the crew behind the scenes, setting it up for you guys. So
for
Mohana,
sure.
do you have children? No. So first of all, I don't know how they found that baby to act, and then I have you. did it take long time for the baby to like cooperate with you?
Mm,
And
Not at all. That baby was the cutest baby to work with. We have a bunch of pictures. All the cast and crew have pictures with the baby. I love her so much. She was obviously as a kid, you have like unexpected scenes on the set. So the parents have to come in and kind of just be like, "Hey, let's calm down. Like, try to act like you're playing." But in my family, I'm known as the baby whisperer. So I literally can connect with any baby that comes my way. I unfortunately am not a mom, but I am an aunt. I'm a Mossy. So I have two beautiful nieces. So your earlier question was how you got into character. Yeah, I don't have any real references for that. So unfortunately, my mind had to go to my nieces, and that being the situation happening to one of my nieces, and that immediately got me teary eyed. That immediately took me there, and it was very, very hard to get there because once you're there, you're as an actor, like when you're in a very dark spot, it's hard to get out of that. And then a cut, next shot, next shot. It's like, okay, get back into the dark zone. So what Kesha was saying, the switch that I do, the switch is to keep my mind sane.
uh,
Because if I stay too dark, like I can't. There's actors who can stay there and do their bit. I can't. I need to go back and forth. Taki, I can be, kind of a sane
yeah,
person. Otherwise, maybe I'd become those actors that is very method and just
yeah.
doesn't interact with the crew. And I unfortunately am not that kind of actor. So I just have to constantly think of very hard situations every take. So thankfully, Arun was really nice. And the hard takes, I just really, really fast. He was like, okay, Mohana, you're good. I was like, great. See you later.
Oh gosh, that it makes me wonder. So, did you all come to Dallas from India, and then from? Are you from US, Mohana?
I'm in Houston. Yeah, I'm in
Houston.
Houston. So
Okay.
it was easy for
Okay.
me. Yeah.
Okay. How long were the shoots? Were they? I'm just curious. This is not probably relevant. Did you like wake up early in the morning and then do like 12-hour shifts, 8-hour shifts? How was your day like?
My day was very quick. I had just maybe 3 to 4 days of shoot. It wasn't too long for me, thankfully. But because you were talking about organization skills, Arun and his team were so great at like having all our costumes and everything ready to go. So we got there, we tried it on. Okay, this didn't fit, this didn't fit. Okay, let's try this one. They had like alternate like outfits for us. So they were very organized in getting us in and getting us out. So I had, very quick in and out, like few days shoot. But yeah, that was me.
Ah. So let me ask Keshav and Manasvi, are you guys coming for a February 14th premiere show?
Oh no.
Oh,
No, unfortunately not.
So
aw.
We
sad.
can't. But Mohana, are you watching it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I'll take
man,
I,
yeah, I'm waiting
I'll
for
take
you to tell us how it
I'll
is.
yeah, yeah, I'll watch it. I'll take videos, I'll take pictures for you guys. Don't worry.
Yes.
I wish I
Yeah.
was there
So
too.
I was saying that we had shot for 15 days, which is um, very short a period because I remember Arun was Arun was asking me for dates to book the tickets, and he said we just need 15 days, and I was like, there is no way. So I told him, book for a week later, but we finished on time, absolutely bang on time, and yeah, that was very fast, and we did such few takes, right? Which was very challenging for me personally because I believe my good shot comes in the fourth or fifth. But then we had one take, and then I was getting warmed up, and I would be like, okay, next scene, and yeah, so that was the entire process.
Yeah, I do have to add in Keshav is a little bit of a perfectionist. Like with his takes, he'll come
Oh.
back be like, I can do this better. It's like, Keshav, that was really good. Give yourself a
Eight-
break. That was
I
really
eighty
I
good.
twenty
really wish
rule.
Acha.
I really wish we shot the first week again because you need time to get warmed up with your character
Yeah.
to let it start flowing and be confident about it. So since this was a 15-day period, in the first 5 days I was like, am I even getting it right? Let's just go with it. let's see if okay, Arun is saying okay, it's okay.
I
But
have a
yeah,
question for you
I don't
though.
know. Mohana, you'll be able to tell us after you watch it.
Yeah.
Mugshots are hard for me to like envision it yourself in a mugshot, right? So obviously someone might have taken your picture as a mugshot picture for this film. Were you scared to look at yourself as like in a restful way?
Mugshot, I don't really remember. Mugshot, I don't think they had taken.
Oh,
But
they didn't? Okay.
no, but I really don't know where the poster came out from. I have no idea posing for it. But that's a scary me. Uh, I
What
have to
about
ask him where he found
handcuffs?
that frame.
Oh,
Handcuffs was something that my memory of it is that it was very tight, so it was quite
uncomfortable.
hurting quite a bit.
Oh, so you don't remember the mugshot?
Yeah,
Oh, goodness.
uncomfortable.
Uh, it gives me chills
Yeah,
just to
though
think
the
about
shirt I'm
it.
wearing, the
Mm.
shirt I was wearing in that scene is the exact shirt that he was wearing when he got arrested.
Yeah.
So that really helped me somewhere in my mind to get into it.
Oh, wow. So, do you think, and anyone can answer this, do you think this movie transformed a perception of what you think about people or just your life in general? Did it impact your life in any way by acting in this film? Not professionally, by going through the character's journey. Do you empathize with people like that, or do you feel like indifferent, or do you feel like you understand those people who maybe committed a crime intentionally, or just tell me about that.
I could start maybe.
Yes.
I think for me, my character just started with like, and as an actor as well, it just started with empathy.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I felt. And I think that's what got me going as well since day one. So I think like for me, the only thing was like, I was just feeling the hurt that a person could have felt. And it was very evident. And like also, it was very impactful in a way that I didn't have to do much about it. It was just all in the script as well, the way it has been written. So it's so precise that you don't. I felt like I didn't have to even like look into something else to just feel for this person. This was enough for me. So in a way that kind of like I literally was thinking of the day when I read it of my personal life that what if it happens with me because like what if your partner whom you expect like whom you love and like I don't know so like it was just that thing of like if this is a true story and if I've read it yeah it just had an impression of how this could happen to anyone and yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I would imagine that a small thought would come into your mind if you, not doubting, but it gives you that room to,
Yeah,
question.
it's funny because like it's dark because it's kind of like you don't want to think of such things but like it's what I'm trying to say is it's written so well that it makes you go in that direction it makes you think about all those things um so and also it comes as a surprise especially for the character because she's not expecting any of those things so in that sense in that moment I felt some I think some films some scripts have that kind of result when you see something or when you read something that you carry it with yourself for a while so I think it was just empathy I guess that I felt for Komali that yeah.
Anyone else to add?
Um, I think when when I read the script and when I went into the real life story of it, it kind of was a really big open picture to South Asian homicides or murders like that
Yeah.
happens in America. Like it's not nothing that doesn't happen. Like even in my own community in Houston, there has been some homicide activity. So it's it's a real thing, and I'm glad that this is brought to life through art. That's what we do it for, because there are such things that happen in real life. And obviously, this is such a dark story that every parent would have matlab, kata aa jata hai in your
Yeah.
skin, because this is something that can happen to South Asian communities as well. So it doesn't
Recently,
matter.
there have been so many cases.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a good thing to bring to light through art, but it's definitely scary for any parent. I play a parent, so it's not somewhere you want to be ever. So, you know, especially me thinking about my nieces, like I would never want my sister, my brother-in-law to go through something like that ever, or anybody like that, any person for that matter. So it's a very good story, compelling story to always be aware of your surroundings. And, you know, even through that, it's hard to trust people like Keshav's character. So it's a good one. I hope people get more aware.
I feel like the story itself will touch so many people's heart. Like Mohana had mentioned, it's a real thing, and it's been happening quite more frequently lately, or at least we're hearing about it in United States. And this one was a particularly the first time an Indian person had committed in a homicidal situation, and it just shook the whole nation, both the United States and in India, quite a bit. People just couldn't fathom that this could happen to someone within our community. I mean, there's always um,
Absolutely.
two questions, and then we can perhaps conclude. One question is for all of you. Um, would there, if not that there's something set up, but if you were to meet the real characters that you played in life, what would your thoughts be, and what message would you want to tell them?
Courage, like a lot of courage, support, love to the person, and looking forward to the life and leaving back, like as if it was a dream, uh, what has happened. Because yeah, no one should carry a trauma or any such memory of an incident like this, I think. So yeah, just like moving forward with lots of courage, love towards life, towards people as well.
Yeah,
After going
trusting
through
people.
so much grief, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, after going through so much.
And Mohana?
I would, that's a very good question, first of all. And second of all, I would have nothing really to say because I cannot relate to this at all. Even a hug would not suffice. Like you lost a piece of your soul. And the way you lost it is very traumatizing. So I would just say time heals what it can. Um, Rest beyond that. You know, grieving moms. It's a very very hard pill to swallow, and it's very very hard to relate to. So I could just say, time will heal what it can, and that's about it. There's nothing else to say to a grieving mom.
Kesha, curious to see what you would say.
This is a very interesting question you asked, and especially because me and Arun had a chat while we were preparing for it. I'd asked him, if there is any way to get in touch with any of his circles back then, that it would be really helpful for me. So he said that he was planning on contacting him directly
Yeah.
and submitted a request to the prison, but somehow it was rejected and they don't give a reason for rejection. So that didn't happen. But I'd always thought about this. I mean, who am I to give him a message about anything? But I would definitely ask him questions uh, before the incident to just understand of, because I have something in my mind of how things led to what it did, as in from how the decisions he made, what led that to happen. So I would like to somehow understand that the life before, when he was getting married, when he was shifting to the US,
Mhm.
what was it back then, and to see where was the moment where that switch, that big switch happened, Um, yeah, that is what something I would
Tragic.
be very curious to know about.
Very tragic for sure. If people want to know more about this movie and details around it, there's a Saanvi Instagram page that you can check out. There's a Facebook. Go check out Arun Kunda. He's also the director of this movie. And you can look for, I guess, go to Eventbrite and then look for the tickets and sign up for the tickets. The flyer also has a links where you can go purchase your. Thank you. Thank you to all of you. Keshav, Manasvi, Mohana, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. And obviously, Arun, by default, greatly appreciates this opportunity.